Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk But No Politics Okay here on the Helium Radio Network, coming to you every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And also, if you're watching this video on YouTube, thank you for watching the video as well. So, as I said, I am your host, Andrew Lenz of Let's Talk But No Politics Okay. These are my bonus episodes if this is your first time listening. And my main episodes you can catch every Sunday on the BICBP Radio Network, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, where else? Audible, Amazon Music. We're getting up there. We're getting up there, okay? So, but like I said, this is the bonus episode on the Helium Radio Network. I'm doing tiering again this week. Always looking for people to come on for the bonus episodes to do What is Your Pop Culture, where I have a guest come on and talk about what pop culture means to them. And just check that out. So if you want to be a guest, please send me an email. That's let's talk. No apostrophe, just straight LETSTALK 716 @gmail.com. I am a horrible speller, so I'm hoping I spelled that right. So like I said, if you want to do that, or you just want to, leave me a message, please do that as well. No problem at all. So, without further ado, let's get into tiering. So today we are tiering a classic, iconic cartoon from the early 90s, I want to say. Let me just check this out real quick. It is from, 90s. From the 90s. Probably one of my favorite cartoons of all time, and that is Tiny Toon Adventures. This is a cartoon set around like I wouldn't say a younger version, but more child like Looney Tune characters, almost like Looney Tunes in training, but they have more. Wow, I can't even put it into words. They just have more in common with, like, say, your Bugs Bunny, your Yosemite Sam. So kind of like a mirror image, but sometimes a little bit more of a modern take on it to kind of help appeal to children as well. So that is what we're going to be tiering, is these Tiny Toon characters, very classic. I got a couple up here. Some of them I remembered like right off the bat. I'm like, yeah, I know who that is. Some of these I don't remember totally. I don't remember their names, but it looks like I can find a list of what these names are and go through it from there and tier them properly. So the tiers are the best, which means they're just an awesome character. Psyched to see them on an episode. Not really a bad episode about them. Pretty nice, Sometimes it was a good character, not a great character. Okay, you're just middle of the road. Yeah, you're on a show. Small dose, which means it's like at first you're like, okay, this is pretty good. It's kind of like a running joke that just doesn't. It gets annoying after a while, and you're like, okay, small dose. And then the don't remember. I'm going to try and find as many of these people's names or these characters' names as possible. But if I don't remember a certain thing about them, I don't want to really rank them. And I don't want to kind of disrespect them by putting into somewhere else. So I might just put them into a don't remember if I cannot fully remember them. Looking at everything else, trying to jog my head. I remember there was Happy Meal toys of these as well. So without further ado, let's get into tiering Tiny Toon Adventures characters. First one up here, we have Calamity Coyote. This is like the in training wily coyote of the show. I remember him. Don't remember too many scenes. Uh, he was just an okay character. Just okay. You know, nothing spectacular, nothing great. I don't remember him talking too much as well. So you're just okay. Sorry, Calamity Coyote. Not part a big part of my childhood memory. Everybody has trouble memorying at this point. I'm pretty sure if you remember Tiny Toon Adventures, watch Tiny Toon Adventures, your memory might be going too. You might have some back pain, some snap, crackle, and pops going on in your body today. But he was okay. Nothing too wonderful, nothing too great. That's what it was. Next up is Montana Max. Montana Max was the. I remember him doing a lot of things with Yosemite Sam, which makes sense. Yosemite and then Montana. So you kind of go with those two things. The Millionaire Kid. I remember a couple episodes, Buster was always trying to get money out of him. Uh, let's see. He was okay. He was just okay. Nothing great, nothing spectacular. Just kind of the evil villain of the group, you know, the big money evil villain person. Uh, just he was okay. I mean, nothing to write home about, nothing great. I'm not going to spend time um, jumping up and down for him or anything like that. So just okay. Sorry, Montana Max on that one, but not because your character was rude. Hamilton J. Pig. This is the Porky Pig in training. So his character was directly the Porky Pig. He kind of had OCD, if I remember correctly. He was constantly cleaning. I'm going to put him in pretty nice. Wasn't anything too great. Wasn't awesome. What got him into pretty nice over okay is there's an episode where we get into it where Babs Bunny is trying to find her hero, her person that she's training as, and she's going through all these cartoons, and she finds this older cartoon character named Honey, and she's talking to Honey, or she's trying to find out what happened to Honey. Where did Honey go? How can I find Honey so I can, you know, learn from her? And she goes up to Hamilton Pig, and she's like, "What do you know about honey?" And he's like, "It's sweet, it's sticky. Winnie the Pooh has a problem with it." The minute you said Winnie the Pooh has a problem with it, I was still laughing. I still laugh at that joke today. I have that permanently etched into my brain that when she said, "What do you know about honey?" he went from, you know, how it tastes, the feel, and then Winnie the Pooh has a problem with it because we all know Winnie the Pooh has a problem with honey. So that's where he gets into pretty nice instead of the okay. He was probably going to be okay, but he told that one joke, and then but he's not quite the best. Nothing in that area as well. So Hamilton J Pig or Hampton, sorry, Hampton J Pig, Hamilton. I got my grandmother's disease where I can't. I don't want to say disease, but where I can't say names sometimes. But it's Hampton J Pig. You, my friend, are in the pretty nice category right there. So the next one we have is Babs Bunny. Like I mentioned, not quite sure where she fit into everything, because they did go to the Acme school, Acme University, where they learned their craft to become a Looney Tunes. So I do remember that. Babs was awesome. I think Babs deserves a best category. Um, the impressions that Babs did, uh, everything like that. Um, the what do we got here? Uh, the music video episode was really good. I love that one. The different impressions that she did was really awesome. Loved everything about Babs. Babs Bunny is awesome, 100%, no doubt about it. I believe is the next one is Sweetie Pie. I had to look this one up. She is based on Tweety Bird. This is the first Don't Remember. I have no recollection of too many episodes with Sweetie Pie. Not sure on her personality, other than it's Tweety Bird like, obviously. Uh, Looks like she chased the bookworm. Not really quite sure in any of that as well. I have like no memory of the character, and sorry, Sweetie Pie, you're going into Don't Remember. Uh, Dizzy Devil. I do believe that is the name correctly. Am I right? Yes, Dizzy Devil. The is the next one. The in training Tasmanian Devil. Uh, Pretty nice. Pretty nice. When Dizzy came on, you knew there was going to be some crazy things, kind of like the Tasmanian Devil in Looney Tunes. Awesome, fun. I love the character. The purple color at first, when I first saw it, I was like, why is it purple? But then it kind of grows on you as well. And I don't know if I mentioned, but these also made, McDonald's made some great Happy Meal toys of these as well. But that is where I gotta kind of. He's pretty nice. He's not the best, not the best, but pretty nice. I remember this one, Sneezer. Sneezer is a small dose character. Wikipedia has it listed as a sporting character. I could see that because it's a small dose character. Yes, you sneeze. You're this tiny, cute little mouse, and then you sneeze so loud that everything goes all over the place. You're you're a one trick pony in a way, and it kind of got annoying after a while. Not a fan of Sneezer at all. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sneezer. You're in my small dose. At least you didn't make Don't Remember, but Don't Remember, I just don't want to disrespect you. Elmira, the best. The best. Come on. How much fun was Elmira? The fact that I can remember Elmira and her last name was Duff is absolutely amazing. She's actually based on the Elmer Fudd character. Kind of a reversal role. Yeah, they mentioned that reverse role. Instead of Elmer Fudd always trying to kill an animal, if it's rabbit season, duck season, whatever season it is, Elmira wanted to grab him, love him, hug him, and just squeeze him to death. I think there's an episode where she got Sneezer, and then she ends up getting rid of Sneezer as well. But she's one of the best. It's a very, very memorable character. The storylines were cool and everything else. And it kind of reminds me of, I believe that was Looney Tunes, where the character, you know, kind of a mice of men base, where I'm gonna love them and squeeze them and hug them to death. I don't know if I did that right, but that was Elmira, and she was gonna love him and squeeze him, and the bow with the skull was always awesome too. So the next one, it looks like we have uh, By- Byron the Basset. The Basset. I'm gonna put this character into okay because I do remember it, and the only thing I remember is they were looking for something, and they got Byron, and Byron is just this lazy, sleepy dog, and his head like reversed, like a cat dog. Like he was going towards the left, and then they were like, "Oh, got to turn around." And instead of turning around, he just kind of like put his head retracted in and then went out the left side. So like his whole body just kind of re- reversed itself. And That's why you're just kind of okay. I remember that, but other than that, that was it. I know supporting role, but this is another supporting character, but just okay, just okay. Plucky Duck goes into the best. Uh, this one is more portrayed on Daffy Duck, obviously, um, but classic episode with Plucky Duck is when he's younger and he's trying and they're potty training him. His parents are potty training him and he's just flushing everything. And then, Ducky go down the hole, diaper go down the hole. And you figured that would be another small dose thing, but they only did it once. So I think that's where it helped it out. I think they only did maybe once or twice. But that is where Plucky Duck solidified it. And then also they did some like a Ninja Turtle ripoff in a way, or a Ninja Turtle parody of the slugs and uh, the the enemy for the samurai slugs or something they were the guy's name was the Salter because obviously slugs you can kill them off with salt, and he sprinkled the salt on them as well. But Plucky Duck, great character, great yin and yang between him and Buster, really great. And just because I said Buster's name, Buster Bunny, he was my favorite main character in the Tiny Toons video game, which I don't have, but it's on a compilation cartridge, and I play it. Pretty decent side-scrolling, platformer as well. But Buster Bunny, awesome, based off of the man Bugs. So how could you not go wrong? And just a great character, always in there. I know he's definitely him and Babs were always together doing something, getting into trouble, you know, just a lot of fun. Buster on there. Music video. The music video uh, episode is still my favorite. Bookworm. Uh, I mean, I don't remember. They went into the library, and that's where Bookworm was. So at least I have some recollection of Bookworm. So I'm gonna go okay. Nothing great, nothing spectacular. Sorry, Bookworm. Fifi La Fume, based off of Pepe Le Pew. Not gonna get into all that. Um, she was. I'm trying to remember. I think she was a little bit of a romantic. I can't remember too much about this character. I'm just gonna go into don't remember. Sorry, Fifi LaFume. I just don't have that big of a recollection about your character at all. All right. The next one we have here is Arnold the Pitbull. This Pitbull, I'm gonna put him pretty nice because when he was on there, I think he got trapped by Amira before, but he was this Arnold Schwarzenegger like Pitbull. He was the lifeguard, always tell. It was a good character. It was a very good character. I'll give it pretty nice. Not the best, but pretty nice. I know, the next one is we have Little Beeper. I don't remember too much about Little Beeper. Sorry, Little Beeper. You're. I didn't even know what your name was unless it was right here. But that's one of my favorite cartoons. Sometimes there's a lot of characters, and sometimes you just kind of forget them out there. Shirley the Loon, she was the psychic, just okay character, nothing spectacular. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move it pretty nice because I think they did like a Carrie parody with Shirley the Loon, but instead of obviously the blood from Carrie, there was like a punch bowl thing, and that's kind of like jogging my memory on that one. What was she even based off of? Doesn't give me anything as well. So, but I do remember her always speaking, like they said, with a Valley Girl accent as well. It's like I'm getting a vision. Here's one I remember, but I don't. Mary Melody. Uh, Not quite sure. Uh, I think this is the only like human on the show, other than like Montana Max and Elmira. Um, don't remember much about the character. I really don't. Furball I do, and Furball was okay. I remember an episode where he was trying to eat Sneezer, but he didn't. And Furball is based off of Sylvester the cat. But just okay. Nothing great, nothing spectacular. Just okay in my book. And then we have one of my favorites, Go Go the Dodo from Wacky Land. The best. Had the Happy Meal toy of Go Go Dodo. That's so, that's so awesome to say Go Go Dodo. And like I said, he lived in Wacky Land, and it would be like the melting backgrounds of the Looney Tunes stages and everything else. And another character, when you saw that was going to happen, uh, it was going to be a good one. It looks like he's based off of another character, maybe from the Looney Tunes line of uh, Yo 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 Dodo. Catchphrase is "It's been surreal," because it has, because it's a very different world going on out there with Go Go the Dodo. All right, so the next one is this buzzard. Um, who we got here? Oh my goodness, Condor is. Uh, Jeez, I just remember him being kind of like stupid, not like stupid, but like would always say, yep, 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 yep. Nothing too wonderful with him. Okay character. That's all I remember. Next one is one that was pretty crazy. Is foul mouth, and it's spelled like foul, uh like the bird foul. Uh, he was a pretty cool one because I know he wasn't really swearing on the show, but they made it sound like he was constantly swearing. And he's based on a more updated version of Fog Like Leghorn. Short temper, you get all upset, and then start shooting out some what we thought was swear words, but definitely wasn't. Uh, yeah, he was a pretty cool character because you didn't picture your cartoons swearing at all. I still remember watching Transformers the movie from 1986, and Ultra Magnus saying "Open, damn it," and that was like a take back. Like, whoa, okay, Ultra Magnus, you might want to relax a little bit there. But we got Condor or Concord. Oh, I'm sorry, Concord Condor. Uh, in the okay spot. I still got to remember all these names to go through the review. What is going on? So the next one is Barky Marky. Uh, I'm going to put Barky Marky as, uh, you know what? It's just okay because I don't remember too much. I remember some stuff with Elmira, obviously, because he's an animal. Elmira is a bird or is an animal lover. But other than that, there it is. There is the tier list of the Tiny Toon characters that were given. Uh pretty pretty awesome. I didn't imagine some of these making in certain spots. Uh, when I was perusing and looking through, I figured they go somewhere else. But I don't really get into the thinking aspect until I start recording the show, looking at it, thinking of it from a different way. Now I'm looking at would I change anything? I don't think so. So let's do the rundown. The best. These are what I feel were like the best, my favorite characters on the show. We have Babs Bunny, Elmira Duff, Plucky Duck, or almost said Bugs Bunny, Buster Bunny, and Go Go Dodo. Pretty nice characters. They're good. They're not the best. They're not okay. They're pretty nice. Hampton J. Pig. Winnie the Pooh has a problem with honey. Dizzy Devil. Arnold the Pitbull. Shirley the Loon. Foul Mouth. Those are in the pretty nice tier. okay. These are, they're there. They're there. And it's funny because you think of a character that's there, it's supporting, but it's they're not. They should be all supporting, but they're not. So these are the characters I thought were okay. Calamity Coyote, Montana Max. Or completely forgot what Byron the Basset. See, if you're if I can't remember your name, then you're just kind of okay. Byron the Basset, Bookworm, Furball, uh, Concord Condor, and Barky Marky. All right, those are just okay. Next tier in the just going over is Sneezer. Sneezer's mouse that sneeze. He is in the small dose. So Sneezer was cool the first couple of times, but then Sneezer gets a little out of hand, or Little Sneezer, and it gets annoying. Gets annoying. Not a big fan. These are ones that I don't remember. I can't remember like a storyline or anything too much about them. That Sweetie Pie, Fifi La Fume, Little Beeper, and Merry Melody. So there is the tier list. And in the beginning, I forgot to tell you about my sponsor for every single bonus episode here on Helium Radio Network, and that is the Podcast Precinct. If you are in the Western New York area thinking about starting a podcast, don't know what to do, don't want to pay for the equipment, don't want to, can be an expensive hobby or anything. Go check out the Podcast Precinct. It's located in North Tonawanda, New York. Go hit them up on Facebook. Great facility. 2 recording spots. You can record in a studio-like setting, or you can record just sitting on a couch with you and your guest if you want to, or you and your co-host. So 2 recording spots to how you want to record, how you feel comfortable doing it. Amazing as well. They also host fight nights as well that are great to be. So even if you don't want to start a podcast, but you live in Western New York area, you don't want to pay for a fight or something like that, go look them up. Go on Facebook. Go find the Podcast Precinct right now. Go look them up. Go check them out, and definitely go do that. I do believe the prices right now are starting at $20 per person to record to use the studio space, which is crazy cheap in the podcasting world. So once again, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, not quite sure what to do, on the fence, go hit up the Podcast Precinct, get on that Facebook Messenger, say, hey, this is what I'm thinking, and they can help you through social media and your podcast as well. So please go do that. And once again, a big thank you for the Podcast Precinct for always helping me out and just being there for me as well. So, and like I said, that is the end. Went over my sponsor, but once again, thank you for watching if you're on YouTube, listening if you're on, listening on the Helium Radio Network. And remember, bonus episodes right here, Helium Radio Network, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Also, main episodes of Let's Talk But No Politics, okay? Drop every Sunday on the BICBP Radio Network, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, Audible, Amazon Music. Go check out the Facebook page. Just so much. And make sure you give the Facebook page a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And with that being said, I'm Andrew Lenz, and good morning, good afternoon, and good night.